Hey ladies, are you ready to get started? It's Afton Porter, your fashion stylist and life coach. I am a fashion stylist based in Phoenix, Arizona, where I offer high-level styling for successful businesswomen. And I love to coach women to style themselves and learn how to style others. So welcome, welcome. If you're here, let me know, comment below, and tell me where you're watching from. If you're watching live or on the replay, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. We're going to be talking today about unfollow, delete, and block. Unfollow, block, and delete. I feel like, this is such a wonderful opportunity to look at. It's springtime. I got the inspiration about this topic while I was working in my garden and just pulling up some weeds and some plants that had died and was ready for them to get pulled and replaced. And I thought, this is the time to be talking about this topic because there's renewal, springtime, things are changing. I know, like in the winter time, things start coming back to life. Here we've been in a winter within our communities with the situation the last year where we've been in lockdown or in quarantine, or maybe you've been ill yourself. And this is the time where things are starting to open up, and there's some renewal going on, and it's just so important what we allow in our lives. Just like I've talked about with our closets. If you've been here for very long, it's so essential to know what's in your closet and just be really picky about what you want to have in there, because you want to have a closet full of clothes that you love, that you want to wear, not a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear. You want to have that closet shop. And if you have a bunch of things in your closet that you don't love, that don't fit you, how inspired are you to go in your closet and get dressed every day? It's really, really, really hard to find something in there that you like. You might have to dig a little bit. You're distracted with all the other things. In fact, you might even not even know what your style is because you just have all this other things that is taking your attention. Like you might have, some colors in there that you don't love, or some outfits in there that so-and-so gave you, but you just will never wear it. And as your closet is cluttered with things, your mind is cluttered with things. We all do. This is just like our human existence. It's hard to look at our closet, and if we have so many things in there, to really love what's in there. And so when we are doing that, it's just so hard to, find out what your passion is. What do you want to do? And so as we're stepping into this spring season in our life, I guess, what is it, like the almanac spring, and also, socially, it's a springtime. And just be really mindful, not only of the things that we're bringing into our closets, but also the things that we are allowing into our lives. We don't want to have all that clutter going on. I know things are starting to add up on my calendar. There's more events going on. There's gatherings going on that weren't happening last year, where we were forced to kind of like have this winter time and this quiet time to be home. And now that it's time that it's like slowly, hopefully, let me know, is your community opening up, or is it kind of in the same place? Hopefully, if you are still closed, you will be opening soon. That's my hope for you. And that your community is getting into a situation where you can open up. But as the topic of unfollow, block, and delete, we want to curate our lives the way that we want to. Like, we have these goals that we have, right? You want to be looking forward. You need to align your life to be pointing towards where that goal is. You want to like get rid of these blocks that are cluttering our minds or blocking us from being able to go after what our what your goals are. And I hope that you have some. And if you don't know what those are some other work to do. And if you're in the Style and Image Academy, that's a great thing. That's a great piece to take to your coaching call. But as we are getting rid of the clutter that's in your life, then you'll be able to see the things that you love, and you'll be able to go towards the goals that you're wanting to achieve. So as you go through, I want you to start with looking at your the unfollow piece of the unfollow block. Delete is the unfollow for when you go through your social media, whether you're on Instagram and Facebook, if you're seeing things that are making you not feel good about yourself, if you notice that you're having when you look at certain images that are produced by certain people, if they're making you feel like, any type of feelings that are negative, don't be afraid to unfollow them. You need to stay in a positive vibe, right? And you need to keep looking forward. If there's anything in there that is preventing you from feeling like you're not good enough, for feeling like this is, you need to do something else, anything that kind of like takes you off your course that you want to be on, unfollow that person, or that whatever business or whatever it is that's making you feel like less than. Okay, because we do not want that to be something that's going to be stopping you from going towards your goals. Okay, you could always go and follow them later. If they're not inspiring you like you used to, unfollow them. If it's like whoever you're following, you don't have to follow all your friends that you know in person. If when you see their feed time and time again, it makes you feel anything less than how you should be feeling. And so that's the unfollow. Block number 2 is as you're going out and getting out more, and as you're adding things to your schedule, and as you're adding things to your life, I want you to block right away. I want you to see, okay, is this something that's going to add to my life, or is this going to, positively, or is this going to add more stress to my life? Is this something that I need to do, or is this something that I want to do? And we're not going to take on anything just because of guilt if someone thinks that you should be doing it. You want to just block those things right away and say no. Okay. We only want to say yes to anything that we're going to add if it's going to be, if it's a benefit, either in a way of service. It doesn't have to be like, oh, it has to benefit me, or I'm not going to do that. That's not what I'm saying. Don't hear that. But like, if it's not going towards our goals, if it's not, whether it's serving, whether it's, professionally, there's just so many things that are coming at us, and we want to block them. It makes me think of Wonder Woman using her gold wristbands and blocking all those things that are aiming at her. And we have that in our life too, where we need to block them and prevent them from hitting us and taking us down. Okay, and number 3, delete. And this is what I had to do when I was cleaning out my closet. I clean out my closet pretty regularly. But I take everything out. And I think there's just something just really, it feels, I don't know, just big is what comes to my mind when I'm just standing in my empty closet where everything is gone. It just feels like, space and open. And that's what we want in our minds, so that we could be more creative. When you can see the clothes that you love, you can be more creative of how to put those different pieces together. And in our life, when we feel that space and feel that openness, and then we're able to be more creative because we're not stressed. We're not feeling like we got to do this and putting out all these fires all the time. But when you have this openness and relax and and easiness, then we're able to be more creative and to do the things that we want to do. That is what, like, our passion, our mission, our purpose. And when I was cleaning out my closet, I removed a garbage bag and a half out of my already curated closet. I told myself I was removing everything and I wasn't going to be putting everything back. We just have to reevaluate, do I still need this? Do I still love it? And do I use it? And if I don't, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to delete it from my closet. And we need to look at the same thing in our lives. What can we remove that we may have already had said yes to, and it served a purpose, and it was something that was good when you started, and now, like, maybe it's not the best thing that you should be doing right now. Don't be afraid just to delete that from your life. Take it off your schedule. Go back, reevaluate, and just say, I'm this was good, but I'm saying no now, because I'm going to say yes to something else. I'm going to allow some space in my life to allow other things to come in, some new things that are going to be aligned with the goals that I have for the future for 2021. And whether that's business, whether that's personal life, however that looks for you, I hope that as you look at how things are heading for 2021 this spring, as we head into second quarter, what do you need to unfollow? Who do you need to unfollow? What do you need to block from your life? And what do you need to delete and remove so that you can go forward into the spring and summer full of energy, growth, rebirth, expansion, openness, creativity, and head on towards the goals that you have going forward. So those were just my thoughts today that I wanted to share with you. And again, if you're in the Style and Image Academy, go ahead and schedule a coaching call if there's anything you wanted to talk about. Love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening.